What's up guys, I'm DeatHInfernoXxGaming and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to make a repertoires build by using the newest behemoth, the Alyra. And this build is actually so good that I'm actually trying this build out in the Blazeworks solo. So let's just try this out on this Koshai right here, it's the closest. And I think I'll just waste all the behemoths that's currently on here. And as you can see, this red glyph right here can deal quite a lot of damage, to be honest. So it states that it deals 2k, but I guess by using the perks and buffs and stuff, I think you can deal even more. So let's just keep zapping it as normal, evading it effectively, because it's Koshai, its attacks are quite repetitive, so I kind of like it. It's gonna ram, then you get closer, it's gonna spin its tail maybe, or it's gonna do this thing. Okay, easy. Okay, let's see what's gonna do. Evade through the hand. Look at that motion. It actually has a very long motion for its attack. Alright, it's enraged. Alright, it is shocked. Let's throw away our special to get those windshield off. Alright, easy. Alright, it's moving back. Let's get close. Look at those attack. It's actually pretty easy. Just the tail is pretty hard to evade because it's gonna hit twice. But other than that, Kosa is pretty easy. This one should be easy too. Let's dash out of the danger zone. Alright, this one I cannot do anything about this one, so yep, let's just leave it be. It's half HP by now. Let's just take it slow. Dash in. Yep, easy. And I'm gonna shot real soon. Those hands are pretty long when it has the horns on, so yep, as you can see, it's pretty repetitive. Alright, the tail swipes. Evade through that one, dash in, and our lantern is almost ready. Kaboom! Right, it's almost dead. A 4th HP left, and that's the second paralyze from the shock effect. There's a bomb, you gotta be careful with that. Dash in, kaboom! It's almost dead, and it's enraged. I failed to evade through that one, but I guess that's fine. Also, the windshields are on, so let's break it first. There we go. Kaboom! Should be dead in like pretty soon. Long hands. Yep, easy. And here it is, the Blazeworks Koshai wasted in 2 minutes. I guess that's pretty long because these behemoths are just buffed like crazy. So let's just check out the build real quick so that you know how this build works. So here's the build guys, and as you guys have already noticed in the previous battle, this build is a mage build, which means you're going to deal a ton of damage from the lantern itself. Also, you guys have already seen that I brought Predator here, and if you guys watch my previous videos of the mage build, Predator does not influence the damage from the Dross lantern or any lantern in any way. So why did I bring Predator in this build? So the Predator here can of course increase your basic damage from the weapon itself, the special that you bring, the full bore chamber, as well as increasing the damage from Tempest. And there is one thing that it influences, and that is the newborn right here. From the new behemoth, the Alyra, which deals 2000 radiant damage in a radius. So every time you cast your lantern, you're going to generate a glyph, so you can change the color of the glyph by jumping. When it's red, you jump, you're going to change it into a blue glyph, giving you a shield. And when it's a blue glyph, you jump, you're going to generate red glyph when you activate your lantern, which deals 2000 radiant damage, and this 2000 radiant damage can be influenced by Predator. That means you're going to have 3 main source of damage right here. The first is of course from this bond to deal 2000 radiant damage, and then we have Tempest, which also deals a lot amount of damage, and there's this lantern as the source of damage. So that is the source of damage on this build, and it's actually pretty good that I actually tried this build on the Blazeworks because I feel confident doing solo in the Blazeworks. And then one thing that is good about this bond right here is, yep, it activates when you use your lantern, and that is why it's very good with this mage build right here, because we can keep spamming the lantern almost like 4 to 5 seconds if you evade well and you use the Omni Search well. The key perk for this one is the 8th rate achievement to reduce your cooldown by 50%, which means your lantern cooldown, which has 30 seconds initial cooldown, will be cut to 15 seconds. And there is this 8th rate evasion to reduce your lantern cooldown by 35%, which means every time you evade through an attack, you're going to cut down the cooldown from your lantern by 1/3. And the Omni Search also reduces your lantern cooldown by 40%, which means every time you activate your Tempest Omni Cell, you're going to cut down the cooldown from the lantern by a third. Which means you can keep spamming your lantern, and that is actually very cool because the source of damage is from the lantern. And there's this cascade as well that activates when you use your lantern. Okay, so when you use your lantern, you're going to activate the glyph and you're going to activate the cascade, which also gives you various numbers of boosts, including healing, explosions, stamina, and invincibility for your survivability. And there is this zeal to increase your damage from the lantern, and that sums up the perk summary. So here we are going to go through the build: the helmet from the Riftstalker with Omni Search, the Koshai with A3 evasion, the Phalanx with Zeal, and another Koshai with A3 evasion. And here I'm using Dross Eye because this is the best lantern for damage so far. Fit in the Cascade Cell, although you can switch it to anything else you want, but make sure it deals damage, which means you cannot bring Recruit Lantern, you cannot bring Strike Zeal. You need to bring any other than these two. But Dross Eye from the Dross is actually the best there is. Alright, here's Tempest. You cannot switch it to anything else because Tempest has the lowest cooldown, which is 4 seconds. Although if you want to switch that, fine, it's up to you. Tempest is still the best Omni Cell for the mage build. And here is the weapon with Zeal and Cascade. So that's the build, guys. Okay, so as I have mentioned earlier, we're going to waste every behemoth shown in this map. So we're going to go through that Chariot first. Then we're going to fight that Bloodshot Shroud. Alright, so Chariot here is basically foot. So it's pretty easy to fight, so I'm pretty confident that I'm going to kill this one pretty fast with this build. Especially it has this long kind of body. And evade through that one, easy. Activate your lantern again after a bit. Yep, there we go. Wait, that is the wrong glyph. I need to jump once to reactivate the glyph to a red one. There we go, that's the red one. The red one deals damage and the blue one gives shield. Always remember that, and you can always change the color of the glyph by jumping. Alright, pretty easy. Also, I think you can actually evade through the smoke gas that is shown right here. So I will try evading it, you see. There we go. See? You can evade through the smoke gas and thus activating your Tempest and your A3 evasion as well. So it's actually pretty fancy. Oh. Well, the glyph there saved my life. And actually breaks the part. And it deals stagger damage, so it's pretty cool. Evade through the smoke. Oh. Yep, pretty easy, I guess. It's on the 4th HP left. The little laser is shocked. Should be dead soon. Okay, another part break. I think the next lantern cast should be the end of the life. Kaboom. There we go. Easy. Yep, Chariot is basically foot right here, so we're going to go through. Oh no, a Karabakh shows up. I really want to fight that Karabakh, but maybe not. As I have promised, I will fight the Bloodshot Shroud. Although it will take a little bit more time because Bloodshot Shroud is on level 24. I'm level 19, that's 5 level difference. And it's a Blazeworks behemoth, which means it's tougher than normal behemoth. And it's a Bloodshot, it's gonna do the Shadow Clone kind of shit. So this Bloodshot right here is actually pretty easy with this build. This Shadow Clone right here can't actually do anything. As usual, the slam is going to be a 2-1, which means it's going to slam twice. And the next one is going to slam once, if it slams. And there goes the Shadow Clone, is dead. Pretty easy, huh? Alright, another slam, which means it's going to be a single slam. And the next time it's doing the slam, it's going to be a single slam. Evade through that one, pretty easy. Alright, another Shadow Clone flying thing. Alright, this should be a double hit. Always be careful. It's going to be a double. And then if it continues the attack, it's going to be a single jump. Right, this one should be a single jump. There we go. Always remember the attack pattern should be pretty easy. And here comes the Shadow Clone. It should be pretty easy. Oh no, I'm cornered right here, but thankfully I have my invincibility buff. Alright, it disappears. So let's take care of this Shadow Clone now. Easy. Alright, that's the invincibility. Pretty good. I'm going to explode this better. Oh no, he jumps around. Alright, I want to take this invincibility buff right here. Come on. Oh no, it disappears. Well, I guess that's fine. Evade through this one. I did not evade through that one. Ouch. Alright. That's kinda expected because yep, this is a double hit. 1, 2, and we're gonna shock it. That's the part break. Alright, so if the attack motion is actually pretty far away from its jump, which means the next jump that it's going to cast now is going to be a double jump again. Because it's been too long since the first double jump. Alright. Wing swipe. Another part break, that's half HP. Yep, still having fun with this build. All I do is evade. Yep, another shadow clone. That's why we hit the Bloodshot Sharp. But this shadow clone should be pretty easy. This should be a double hit because it's been too far away from the first double hit. Yep. And if it ever double hits again, if it's going to jump again, it's going to be a single hit. Easy. And there goes the shadow clone, is dead. And that's how you use this build against Bloodshot Shroud. It's actually pretty easy because the shadow clone just dies and that's a 4th HP left. Here comes the blackout mode for the whole duration of the 4th of HP. Now where is it? Alright, there we go. Pretty easy. It's going to jump but it fails because the part breaks. Okay, that's a slam. Evade through that one. Activate your lantern. Activate your tempest. And what it's going to do? That's a black hole. So here's how you deal the black hole. Use the red orb right here. Shoot it on the black orb. Easy. And then evade through it. Kaboom. The black orb is gone. Easy, right? Alright, so what's going to do next? Okay, he's throwing Glyphs. Take that invincibility. It's going to jump. This is a double jump. Always be careful. 1 and 2. And if it continues, it's going to be single jump, but it's dead. And as you can see, this build can waste Bloodshot Sharp pretty easily and basically every single behemoth in the Blazeworks solo. So it actually depends on how you use this build. You need to evade carefully, effectively, and use the Omni Search effectively as well. Every time you cast your lantern, you're going to generate this glyph right here, and it actually deals a lot amount of damage. So it really depends on you. You really need to know how the behemoth works, and adios. So that's all for the video. I hope you guys enjoy it. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. It's free and you can always subscribe. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.